destroy the family structure over here.
No.
She chose to join the feminist movement and all these different women liberation organizations, and she started to grasp that whole hatred against her own male counterpart. You basically the serpent came to Eve and beguiled her and told her, "Hey, you gonna be all right. You don't need Adam." That's what the white man did to our women.
Salaki, that chick that was up here, how many times a day you think she says she don't need no goddamn man?
Man, as proud as that hoe was, come on, bro, admit it, bro.
I can't even count them, man.
See,
I think she said it a couple times.
She's one of those. That's why she out here drunk out her mind. With no man, you know.
Because she, number one, she can't shut her.
Because she can't shut her trap.
I mean, all right.
She thinks she too cute to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Man.
Out here shameless, drunk. What man want to even deal with that?
So look at this guy's sign. Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. Y'all agree with that, right?
Yeah,
they don't understand what that means, but we do.
We agree with that.
We agree with it.
Because like
you know what a whoremonger is?
A whoremonger, a pimp, right?
Yeah.
A whoremonger, yeah. But this is why that's why I said I strive for clarification in the message, because regardless of whether y'all want to see me as being on the same fight as y'all, I still see it because I'm gonna still keep fighting regardless. But it's just more so like, yeah, man, like if we want to get more people on board, some people you gotta sugarcoat just because society's been dumbed down.
You've heard sugarcoat nothing, man.
It's not even maybe not even sugarcoating, but it's
you know when we talk, you know we change up a delivery.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to a straight up child.
Okay. But
I'm talking to somebody who's been fucking already.
Yeah.
I'm going at this.
The body might be older, but the mind though.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If you've been sleeping, having sex,
yeah,
you can take everything I say.
Yeah. I mean, society's being dumbed on a regular basis.
It don't matter, bro. If I'm talking to a child,
yeah,
I'm gonna talk down to the child and let that child understand as much as I can.
Well,
if I'm talking to some grown-ass person,
yeah,
who been getting their freak on,
yeah,
whether they 16, you see what I'm saying, or 66,
it's the same thing.
I'm gonna get at their ass.
I hear you, but see, what? Because here's my thing. I understand the design of things like Snapchat, why the videos are only 10 seconds to shorten your attention span. Everything is
good because those are the stupid ass people that's on there.
I mean, but and this is what I'm saying. It's just more so like because of that, man. Like I don't know. Yeah, man. Like yeah.
It's a lot of snares and traps that people gonna get caught up in.
Yeah.
If Snapchat 10 seconds is all you got an attention span for, the Lord don't want you.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
The elect is gonna get it anyway.
That's it.
That's all we concerned with out here.
The elect gonna get it, bro.
I mean, I hear you.
The chosen.
I'm just more so for trying to get as many people
we
as we can on board.
We're not trying to.
The Most High rather have quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No, I feel that, but you never know where quality is gonna come from depending on
if it's
where it's
been.
been.
They gonna bypass everything.
Yeah.
And they gonna stick to the.
Salaki,
And because of that, I think that's why people like me exist, to give a buffered message, because.
Well, really, we've been piping to you for the last 3 hours, and you ain't been dancing to our tune.
Yeah, because this is the thing, though. Y'all want me to conform into this group.
No, we don't want you to
do
do
We don't want you to do anything.
We want you to be convinced in your own mind. If you ain't convinced in your
let
own
every man
mind,
be persuaded in his own mind.
But here's the thing. I've been. Y'all tried to tell me I was wrong. When I said I got the same spirit.
We're saying you're wrong because you're saying that the word doesn't have it. Which you saying that you have.
You said I said the word doesn't have it?
You believe what you have supersedes the word of God.
No, it actually coincides with it.
How? When you haven't been singing, you haven't been dancing to the tune.
And you ain't gave us no script.
Salak, to match.
You've been countering the word since you've been up
My
here.
ancestors did not write the Bible, my dude. None of your ancestors wrote the Bible.
Yes, we did. Yes, they did.
Israelites wrote
because
this
these
Bible,
were Israelites that
Right.
wrote it.
Israelites wrote
And they were
this.
inspired by the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
With no other nation.
It was translated from Hebrew to Greek to Latin, and then it came to us in English. But it was originated from Israelites. Who else is gonna tell an Israelite story but an Israelite?
So how do you, I'll tell you this. I'm not an Israelite then. According to the way that y'all talking about it, I'm not an Israelite.
Well, hey,
But I'm still God's son. You can't tell me that I'm not God's son.
Time will tell, bro.
here's the thing.
Usually, our people, they have a natural zeal, and they can grasp it.
This is
But I'm gonna tell you this. Even the Lord's own people, 2/3 of his own people,
They ain't gonna get it.
that's not gonna agree with this.
16.
Not gonna understand it.
It's gonna
So
be-
you still
it's gonna
may
be
be a
ugly
son
if y'all
of God.
put in the 2/3.
You still may be a son of God, an Israelite, but that don't mean that you're the Israel of the Most High. That don't mean that you're one of the ones that was
that's
chosen.
wild.
You might not be
but
chosen.
y'all
You
have
might be
never had-
chosen, but you're not the
y'all
chosen
can't
of the
astral
chosen.
project. Y'all can't astral project.
Three-
Once y'all
Second
level up
Timothy
to that,
3:16.
Hey, Jenkins.
I'm-
all right, man. All right, you got it, bro.
No, what was
you
were
got
you
it,
gonna say?
bro.
What were you gonna
He
say?
said y'all can't astral project.
You do that at will? You do
if
that at
you can
will?
willfully make your own
Yeah.
spirit leave your body.
Yeah.
All right, so make your
It takes
spirit
practice.
leave right now.
It takes
If
practice.
you make your spirit leave out your body, you gonna drop right here on this pavement.
First of
bro.
all,
don't play with us.
First
bro.
of all, you can't physically see it. Second of all, I have to sit down and meditate for at least 20 to 35 minutes. The fuck you talking about?
Who does that?
What do you? That's how you do it.
does that?
You don't even know how to
Who
do
does
it.
that?
You don't even know how to do it.
Here's the deal.
You don't even know how to do it.
There ain't no Israelite if he doing that.
Oh,
That-
yeah?
That ain't in our spirit to
Really?
do that. We love life. We love
God.
to be. Jay love living life in the flesh. You talking about some levitation shit? I mean, not levitation, but astral projection.
That's a deep.
At will. Something
That's a
that you
deep
do
connection
as a-
with
as
your
an
soul.
exercise.
You know what usually?
Who does
you
that?
know what usually astral projects at will? When you on dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that-
I
that's
ain't saying
another
you
way.
on dope.
Yeah.
I'm saying those people who leave their body at will are usually on some kind of dope.
So you can't practice it? You can't learn your own mind? You
Well,
don't know
I-
what basic psychology
I-
is?
I-
Even use,
didn't-
we
I
not
didn't-
even using.
What I'm saying is
what
this.
85%
Do you know
of
what
our
the
brain.
We ain't
So
gonna
y'all
even
know
go
the
in. We don't even have to go
y'all know the
into it.
pineal
Yes,
glands,
yes,
right?
yes.
Y'all know about the
Yes,
pineal
yes,
glands,
yes.
right?
Yeah, we know about
So
it.
if you know how to tap into the HPA axis, which is the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and the adrenal glands, how can you not do that shit?
Okay, bro.
How can you not do that shit if you know how to tap into it? It's tied in with your breath. It's tied in with your breath, with your breathing. Some of y'all ain't even breathing right. Your posture ain't even right. You get what I'm saying? It's called diaphragmatic breathing. That's how a baby breathes
These
when
are
they're
all
first.
scientific. This is all.
This
is all
a baby fresh out the womb breathes from his diaphragm.
All Esau philosophy.
It's all Esau
How
philosophy, man.
how is
All
it?
It ain't through faith, man.
Do you not watch? Have you never seen a
Hey, give me
baby?
2 Corinthians
Have you
10.
not seen a baby?
10 and
Have you
4.
not seen a baby? Have you seen a baby breathe? They breathe all the way to the bottom of their belly button. It's called diaphragmatic breathing.
I got it.
How is that science when you're looking at a brand new fucking baby?
Huh?
Huh?
10 and 4.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4.
How is that
For the
Esau?
weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to the pulling down of strongholds.
And we pulling down all strongholds up here.
All
I just asked
We don't
you
care
a
about
question
that
about
all
a
that
brand new baby. This ain't
Okay,
science.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's you breaking it down to a science.
This is
You're
real
breaking it
life.
down to us. Hey, he got some spirits pouring out on me.
I got some
I
spirits.
see spirits on you. Bro.
Come on, dog. Why you
I see
trying
spirits
to
on
front?
you now.
Why you trying to
Because
front?
you're raging. But
Because
all I'm
for
trying
no
to tell
reason.
you,
I
you're
have-
raging for
I'm-
no reason. All I'm trying to tell
Because
you
y'all been
is
trying
you
to
coming
tell me
from
I'm-
a scientific standpoint.
See, this is the deal we got. Hold on. Let me get this correct.
Whatever is right for y'all
hold on,
is
bro.
in the scripture.
Hold on.
But so if it's
Hold
not
on,
in the
is that
scripture,
in the script? What you talking about?
astral projection,
No, this diaphragm and breathing and all this other stuff
well, you can search up what it says about new babies.
isn't in the script.
Probably.
Because we stick to the script.
Oh yeah, a book that you were given by a slave owner, but you still denounce that guy.
That's the reason
No,
why. That's
because-
the reason why.
No, because it's the same way you're writing off science.
This is the reason why.
It's the same
I
way
cut
you're
this
writing off science.
Long time ago.
No.
We're not finna build with
It's
you.
the
We're not-
same way you're writing off
We can't
science.
walk with you, bro.
It's the
We
same
can't
way
walk
you're
with you.
writing off
We
science.
can't walk with you.
It's the
Now
same.
you're saying that the slave master
Gave us this.
gave us the
When
book.
we already told
Who
you.
We
gave
already
you the
tried.
book, though?
We already tried.
Now
to
you
tell
can
you.
you can talk
We
about
already
that,
told you.
Bruh, you
We
can
already
talk,
told
you
you
can
where the
talk
scriptures
about
come
you
from.
can talk about that history that you believe in, but you weren't present, right? So let's talk about what we're present for, right? You keep writing off anything that I say that's scientific as Esau's philosophy. So I said, have you looked at a brand new baby? That ain't no science. You don't have to be
Yes.
in no lab.
Yes.
My nephew is 17 months old. I watch
Okay.
him. I watch him breathe when he gets his diaper changed. You
All
can
right,
see
let-
him breathing all the way down
Cool,
here.
cool. Now let's bring this all the way back. Is this gonna get you salvation?
There you
Knowing
go.
this? Knowing that information, that's going to get you salvation
Yes.
from the Lord.
Breathing.
35.
Yes.
Okay,
Your
cool.
connection to life.
Okay, cool.
If you stop breathing, what
We can
happens?
walk together.
If you
We
stop
can walk
breathing, what
together.
happens? If you stop breathing, what happens, buddy?
35.
What happens?
Are you serious?
What happens when you stop breathing, buddy?
Are you serious?
What happens?
Are you serious?
I'm
Here
dead
goes some
serious.
script,
Uh-uh.
let's
Where's
get
my
to the
question?
scripts.
Where's my
Read the
question?
script.
It's
You
Jeremiah
answered.
chapter 31, verse 35.
Your own breath is not your own.
Thus saith the
I'm
Lord,
gonna put that on. I'm gonna slap that on.
give
Go
us-
ahead, Doc.
It-
thus saith the Lord,
But how
which
does it
giveth
enter the
sun
body though?
Correct.
When it
for a
enters the
light
body,
by
what is
day.
it? What is its job?
Here go the
No.
scientific.
What is its job when it enters the body? What is the breath?
Break it down.
Oxygenate the blood.
Right? Oxygenate the blood and the muscles, right? Oxygenate all your food, right? Because what does that do? Give it new life, right? So if you're not breathing properly from your diaphragm, how is your blood fully oxygenated? How is
So
your
you saying all
food?
this? So you using all this to justify
What?
astral projection?
No.
So astral projection is going to lead to salvation.
No, not at all.
Why are we even having
not
this
at all.
discussion?
Not at all. That's how did you come up with that?
Because
with
at
that?
first you was talking about how you basically
Because
using-
anything I
you was
say
basically-
that's
you
not in the
basically making
scripture
it seem
is
like,
automatically
you were making
done.
it seem like you control your
Yeah,
own destiny,
that's
so to
true, yeah.
speak. Like I could just at will make my own spirit do this and do that.
You
like as
asked
if you
me
your
to
own
practice.
God.
You
So
asked
you
me,
could
and it
basically-
takes practice.
You're basically saying
deliver
I could
yourself.
deliver myself.
I didn't say that. That you're making an assumption, my dude. You
Now-
asked me if I can astral
Now
project
let's
at
go
will.
back to the scripts.
You asked me if I can astral project at will.
bring
Did I
out the
say
script?
yes or no?
Cut you.
This is
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So how is that me saying I can deliver myself? Is that the question you asked?
The,
No,
que-
That's not the question.
the
you
question is, how is your approach going to pertain to salvation?
See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to teach people about diaphragmatic breathing. What does breathing is your connection to life? Is it not?
Okay.
breathing is
That's
involuntary.
great, buddy.
If he
But
is a Jake, he's
Breathing
he's
is
so far gone.
Like,
He's so far gone,
Breathing
right?
is involuntary. You breathe because your body makes you breathe.
okay, but do you?
It has nothing to do with you. You can stop it for a little while, but you gonna breathe because it's involuntary, just like your heart. It beats because it does. You can't stop it from beating.
But you do know that you
But it
can
has
train
nothing to do with
you know you can train yourself to breathe.
It ain't gonna save me.
How not?
We are trying to get salvation.
Straight up.
Give me the scripture.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon, and the stars and the lights by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. And those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith the Lord,
You know, go ahead.
if heaven above can be measured, and the foundation of the earth search out beneath, I will also cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. Go ahead.
No, because you brought it out. So go ahead, bro.
Just basically saying, if you can measure the stars, you can go all the way to the moon, past the moon, all the way to these galaxies. Can you go to the bottom of the sea? No, can man go to the bottom of the sea?
They
Has it
can,
been
but they don't.
measured?
They can't.
Has it been measured?
Nah,
so
they
if
can't.
it can be measured, the Lord will cast away Israel. He'll be done with his chosen people. So that's what that's saying.
Khan, it's
So all
also
that
go-
scientific stuff means squat.
Khan, it's based.
I'm talking about
it's,
natural.
it's the most high.
firmament.
I'm
Khan.
talking about natural stuff right here, my guy.
We heard
This
you,
is-
bro, but what you bringing to us ain't bringing on salvation.
It
It
ain't
ain't telling us
How is
nothing.
it not? You don't know. You don't understand this.
Give us a script so we can, because we can't take it from, from your heart.
It's not about my heart, my dude. It's really about studying other cultures. When I tell you I came to you, didn't I tell you that I'm from a different country? Didn't I tell you that the whole issue with the book is that we've had our things that existed prior to the writing of that book that we kept? So how am I supposed to 100% accept that when my people
pictures,
had their
man.
own things prior to this book's existence?
Let him be the
Let him
devil,
go, let
bro.
him go.
He's gonna be the devil.
Can you-
The thing is, bro, what it's boiling down to is you have a zeal, not according to knowledge. The humbleness that you need to show, you ain't showing that.
Man. That's
the
deep.
learning that you need to learn, you have not shown that you are willing to accept that.
Man.
The milk that you need to drink, you need to drink that milk. You
still not
cannot eat strong meat.
If it
You're
ain't
still
for 'em, it
not
ain't
answering
for 'em.
my question.
If it ain't for 'em, it ain't for 'em.
Can you make sense to me why I'm supposed to 100% something that existed?
You ain't supposed to.
So
Listen,
look-
my people had their own things going prior to slavery, colonialism, and this book's writing. We kept that.
Cool.
So why should I throw that out the window for this book?
But you didn't keep it because you have been conquered by him as well.
What are you talking about? I never believed in this. I never
Didn't you
believed
say,
in this image.
didn't you say you have been teaching the Bible?
Dude, that's the...
Hold on, bro. Hold
you
on,
say
bro.
that?
Did
I
you
said I've been preaching.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you've been preaching,
Yeah.
what have you been preaching from?
Yeah, matter of fact, isn't that what you actually questioned me for? You said I don't read the book.
Hold on.
So now I do read
Hold
the
on.
book.
No,
so
'cause
now
you
I've been
told-
enslaved, right?
Hold on. I'm going to say exactly what you said. You say you've been preaching, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking you
And
now.
matter of fact, I told you that what I preach is, look, boom, they're putting chemtrails out there. Boom, don't brush your teeth with fluoride. I
Okay.
told you that's how I preach.
Okay, that ain't gonna save nobody, bro.
You don't know that because I'm not giving you the full explanation of my
Hey,
preaching.
man.
When I take a vow of silence, do you know
Hey,
to
at
what
this
extent
point,
I'm
brothers-
saying something? Have you read all 4 of the books that I've written? You
I
haven't.
didn't know you wrote no books today.
Exactly.
Man, he wrote books
You
too.
wrote books?
With my man
Exactly.
named Polite.
Whole life. You know,
You
polite.
know, polite,
Yeah.
polite.
Oh, so I'm supposed to be like brother
Ain't no
polite.
boys
I'm
up
a
here. And men are up here.
Yeah.
Boy, ain't no boys up here.
That's right.
It's men up here. Now, if you're going to address us, address us. You're going to address us and address us correctly. All right?
Hey, man, at the end of the day, this is Amos chapter 3.
Hey, stop calling us boy, man.
He's saying mate now.
Oh, man. Oh.
He been drinking.
It's you know what?
There's a lot of demons. It's a lot of
Hella
spirits
demons out
there,
here,
man.
bro.
This is hey bro, you ain't even gotta
Come on,
get,
I'm not-
you ain't even gotta get
Hey,
this.
go on and
This is
enjoy
Amos 3 and 3. It says can two walk together.
Okay, you from Australia?
He's trying to get your attention by saying
I got
boy.
a
He's
question
gonna
for
boy.
you. Have you
Boy.
taken the mark of the beast yet?
That's what he was.
That mark, yeah, that they handed out in Australia. They're doing away with your money. Are you taking the mark?
There is
The
no
RFID chip.
Or the
there is
NFC.
only Jesus Christ,
The
which is
microchip.
why I
Have you taken the
speak.
microchip?
The NFC or the F.
There's no microchip in Australia? Okay. We've been getting the
You've been
wrong
getting fake. I
information.
guess you've been getting fake news.
We've been
Then.
getting fake news then. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
We've been getting fake news.
I've got to keep going. I'm trying to make it the lingo, which means the
The lingo.
I got the lingo.
We
We're trying to get his lingo.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So you know what? I love what you're doing.
Cool.
Don't stop.
We not.
So give me 5.
All right, man.
Yeah, we get your pound, man. We don't do all that no more.
Enjoy your drink, man.
Enjoy your
vacation,
Vegas, man. You been
Enjoy
drinking.
Las Vegas,
You don't
man.
need to have none of this on your mind while you out there gambling. You're gonna lose your money, man. Don't have your fun.
You know what? I made too much
Oh,
to
We
drink.
went too hot for our money.
My mate,
Well, good, 'cause we
he's
worked
recording
hard.
me. I've got no idea who the guy is.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what?
Oh, he not with you?
I don't
This ain't no spectacle, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
But go on and take a woman, enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know
We
what?
trying to deal with this dude right here.
The only thing I tried to
I went too
do
hard
was
for
encourage you with what he was doing.
Oh.
And somehow you took offense.
No, I
And,
thought you said something that you said, man.
No,
When
no,
you said
no,
boy,
no.
you know, we get offended by that boy stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So in my country, all my mates, they're boys, they're mates,
No.
everything else.
But
We
you
don't
might.
do that here. That's why lingo is very important.
It
No.
is.
And
No.
sorry, I'm really
In some
sorry.
parts of this
and
country
mate,
that,
and
you
mate,
know,
and
people
mate,
take
and
everything
mate, let me tell you,
literally.
these guys love Jesus, and I don't care what you say, you listen to them.
Yeah.
There
Is
you
that
go.
true?
We love
We
Jesus.
love you.
no,
Have a
no,
shot.
Why are
no.
you trying to brown nose?
We are not brown.
No.
Because you don't know what
Hey,
what am I fighting for? What am I fighting for,
hey,
buddy?
Hey, can I talk
Here we go.
honestly?
Talk, man. Go ahead. This
Okay.
floor's on
Okay.
you.
No, I don't fucking brown nose, mate. I'm just fucking honest. And these guys
You
are
don't know what
telling
I'm
you.
fighting for.
It
Say
don't
you get all
matter. It don't matter.
See,
It don't matter.
That's how you
I
know you are
know.
brown nosing.
No,
Because
no.
The argument is that we're on the same side.
No, the argument is you've written some books and you're not being honest to these guys.
How am I not being honest?
Hey,
Because the truth is the truth.
hey, brother. And we get entertained up here. If you don't look at us as entertainment, we get entertained by these
Guys.
He doing what he's supposed to do.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
So why are you saying that to me? So why are you saying that to me?
Hey guys, in Revelation, does it say if you add or take?
Oh, yes, it does.
If you add or take
Now,
this
Esau's
book,
cutting through.
you said you wrote a different book.
You don't know what my book is
You
about.
on point. Now I'll give you a 5.
We'll give you a 5.
We'll give you a 5. We'll give you a 5.
That's what you wanted.
Hey, he said
He was right on that. He was actually right.
That's why they're joining me. That's why they're joining me.
He's speaking from the book.
That's right.
Yeah, you want them. You want them. You want them. They on your side now.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they on your
This
side
woman
now.
said she
That's what
lived
you
by
wanted,
that book.
Hey
right?
guys,
You got accepted.
wind down.
You got accepted. It's okay.
Wind down.
It's okay. Everything you did to Aborigines is okay now. You've been accepted.
No,
You've been
it's
accepted.
no, it's not.
Oh no, you've been
No,
accepted.
it's not.
Because that's what you're fighting
And you know
for.
what?
That's what you're fighting for.
Hey boys, sorry,
We gonna excuse him now. We gonna excuse him. We know he drunk. We gonna excuse him right now. We know he
Mates,
has
mates.
to
We finna close out anyway, man.
Okay. Can I say to you,
It's past 6
Hey.
o'clock.
mates? Can I say to you,
Second Ezra's 15, man. We gonna
I love you.
Yeah.
I love
You
you.
don't love me, dude, because you don't
Be
know me.
quiet
bro.
for a minute.
Nah, man, because you jumped
Because-
into something you don't know what you jumped
Yes, I
into.
do. Yes, I do. Does Jesus love him?
Yahushua may love
Does
him.
Jesus love
If
him?
you're an
If you're an Israelite,
he's an Israelite.
Does Jesus love him?
If he's an
If-
Israelite.
hey, he thinks he's an Israelite. Let him
He
know.
might be.
He might
You
be.
don't-
he came up here.
we don't know.
He came up here speaking from
He
the
joined
book.
up. He joined up, right? He went from switching
We don't
from
know
boy
where
to
he
mates
is. Wait.
to
We
to
understand
letting
he
y'all
been
know.
drinking. He apologized,
Yeah.
and then he came speaking from the book.
Yeah.
Now, if he slip up and say something, we can attest that he's been drinking.
Yeah, from
We're
the
not
very-
gonna condemn him no more.
But y'all know from the very beginning
Hey,
of the
but it
video.
sounds
what
like
I
y'all
said.
both saying we've been fed propaganda though. So why, like, it sounds like we on the same side.
That's what I'm
Why
saying,
we getting
bro.
with the Willie Lynch shit? Don't let nobody separate us.
That's
We feel
what
the
I'm
same
saying,
shit.
He
bro.
needs somebody to come.
Yeah, no,
No, I'm not
that's
speaking
what
for you.
everybody.
I'm not speaking for you.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying we all black
Yeah.
and we've all been deceived too, and maybe we saying the same
No,
thing.
That's
so,
what I'm
so talk
saying.
it out.
So
I'm not on
somebody else
nobody's
can
side.
confirm
I'm
it.
just saying.
Hey, well, right now
Bro.
we're just shining the light to the darkness. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
That's
Bro,
all
that's
we
So
do.
what y'all saying? The Bible? They are saying the Bible is.
This is light. This is the truth.
That's the truth.
Yes.
100.
Yeah, 'cause look, they got
KJV.
16 or 11. Authorize it this. Look the apocrypha.
With the Apocrypha, right?
Yeah.
The Apocrypha was the words that they had at the beginning describing what would happen, what the Roman Catholic Church would do to hide it, right?
Yeah, and that's what
That's
they
what the
did.
Apocrypha was
They
about,
did,
right?
yes.
Okay. So I dig what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, let's get that, and then we're going to read some scriptures, and we're going to
got it
close
wrong.
out.
So,
Man, you have a good time in Las Vegas,
I
man.
gotta go. But you know what?
What's the sin tonight?
Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold,
You don't know
speak
what
thou in thy ears of my people the words of prophecy.
If you're not here,
Read
if you're
it
not
again.
here,
Just read it.
you don't exist. That's, see this
Which,
list?
start over.
That's
Behold,
Hey,
wait,
so what you say? You say you
thou
don't
in
believe
the
that
ears of my
prophecy?
people
No,
the words
it's not
of
that.
prophecy,
which
I will put in thy
I want to know
mouth,
what the
say the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, and all we doing, we just speaking the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
I go by the Bible too, but there's certain things that
Hold
go
on,
with that.
hold on.
Because they're saying,
No, you good, man.
You
You
good.
good, man. Going
I
into
came to this
I was
country
gonna say, I do believe
13 years ago now. Right?
Martin Luther
And
King-
my whole thing is, my
don't
people
believe in the colour of
existed
your
and we
skin.
had our
I
traditions and
believe
customs
we all
that
have red
existed
blood,
prior
and
to
that's-
slavery
I
and
live
colonialism,
by
before the
it.
Bible was
I swear by
written and
it.
brought
But
up,
no, you-
right?
look at
So
your
there's
eyes.
certain things that we
You know
go
what I
by,
like.
like spirit mediums,
good, man.
aka
like.
witch doctors,
I don't know
right?
all you that
People
well,
that
but I know you
use,
good right now.
herbal medicines and things like that.
And your
that
wife
tapped
is
into
ready to
the
go
divine
have some
spiritual,
fun.
right? Their whole thing
She ready to-
their whole thing
She ready to get
is, if you're
upset.
not
You ready to take a picture of us down here?
We
They gotta
You
remember
gonna have
they're
good,
talking
man.
about
You have
Two-thirds of these so-called black people are going to hell.
Go back to the scripture.
Not hell. Not hell.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
no, not hell. No, not hell.
Wait, so
Well, not hell, but what?
Come. We gonna get this
They about to get in here. They about to get in here.
Hey, but what if other brothers want to be enlightened too, though? I want to know what y'all saying. Like the 12, y'all saying only the 12 tribes of
Where you
Israel
from,
is.
bro?
I'm here born and raised.
Show them the chart.
We out here every Sunday.
I see y'all,
You need to
and I see
stop
y'all.
next week and come with your Bible.
Any questions you
And
got?
any questions you got,
Questions pertaining to the scriptures? You got it.
we'll break it down.
Ask for the 1/3 chart because that's what I was explaining. Can y'all explain the 1/3 thing to him because I said
Well, I
it
just
wrong.
want to know about the 12 tribes of Israel and
Well,
whatever y'all
it
saying.
ties in with it. It ties in with it. The 1/3 thing. What were y'all saying about the 2/3? Can y'all let them know? Because I said it wrong.
13.
No, I'm saying, what you want to finish this or you want to go into that? Because it's getting late.
Hey, well, let me ask
yeah,
y'all
we
this
gotta
real
go.
quick.
We
Let me
gotta
ask y'all
go.
this real
We
quick.
ain't going to dig into that no more today.
Do you have to be a specific
You
type
need
of
to be
person?
Israelite.
So you can't. It's not about what you believe and none of that. It's none.
Well,
it's
it is
about
what
who
you
you are.
believe. Once you're an Israelite,
what
you're
you
going to
believe.
believe.
You
You
have
got to
to-
have faith.
Right.
You gotta have the
But you have to have faith, and you have to be a certain type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Israelite.
And what is an Israelite?
The majority of the Israelites are on this sign right here.
These 12, but then out
son
of
of
those
a-
12 tribes,
Hold on,
two-thirds
hold
of
on.
them.
Basically, an Israelite, what it means to be an Israelite, when you break it down in the Hebrew, is from the Hebrew word Yashar Allah. Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, Allah means God. We are sons of God. And
I
the
didn't
Lord,
go nowhere because I'm telling
basically,
y'all we
he
on the
chose
same
us and
side.
his people
We
on
just,
the planet
I'm
Earth.
a
And there's a reason why these people on this sign are at the bottom right now. They're in the ghettos and the slums in the hood. We dysfunctional. You know, we in the ghetto. You know, our women, we don't see eye to eye with our women. You know what I'm saying? We raise in single households.
I'm not with
You know what
But
I'm
the
saying?
Negroes, that's all of us, though, right?
That's all of us,
All
man.
the black men. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
just
here
want
in
y'all to
America,
know that.
yeah, and around the
I'm
world,
for this
we
cause
are
so
part of
much
this,
so,
man. We
that's why I
Israelites.
stay here all
And the
these
Lord
hours.
chose us,
And I'll
but
come
the
back-
reason
I'll
why
come
we're
back
messed
tomorrow,
up
next
is
week,
because we
whatever.
went away from his word.
Because all
We're supposed to be keeping his laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
We're supposed to be
a lot of-
acknowledging the Lord. You know?
I feel you. So would it be easier to say who is not an Israelite?
Yeah, we're gonna talk. But
You know what I mean? So, are the only people that's not Israelites white people, white folks?
Yeah, white
Because this
folks,
looks like
well,
all
you
the other
got
people of
Israelites that look
world.
like white people because these people done spread they sin among
I mean, like
white
European
people.
or
But the actual
the
Caucasian
Roman Catholics.
people,
Right.
no, those are Edomites. They're known as the children of Esau in the
I
Bible.
tell y'all right now.
Right.
My
And
thing
the
is
Edomites,
that
they have
I'm
no
saying that y'all
salvation.
wrong.
They're gonna pay for
Especially
what
since
they
I
did
listened to
to the
Kendrick
Lord's
Lamar.
people.
I've been
That's
listening
the
to
Bible.
Kendrick's
That's the
album
Bible.
back to back, and so when
That's the only way I
when
can put it.
seen y'all,
The
I
Lord's
said I
gonna
gotta
get-
listen to these guys.
avenge
'cause
them
I gotta hear
for
what
what
So
they
they
the
did to us.
Edomites is Esau's people.
Yeah, the
The one who
so-called
came
white
out
man.
hairy.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, the so-called white man.
Listen,
These
I
red
don't
people,
deny
these
that.
Caucasian,
because
like
every
these people you
movement
see
that I
behind
make,
you,
me
those
coming
are
to Vegas-
Edomites.
See, y'all don't even know. I came to
But you
Vegas
gonna have
because
Is that
the
before-
job
is that
tried
the
to
same
say I
people
was
that
drunk
went
driving.
off into the
I don't
Caucasus
drink
Mountains?
alcohol. I
Yeah,
took a
same
vow to
people.
never drink
They'll tell you
alcohol.
they Caucasian.
I got
That's what the
arrested
word
and I
means,
ended up leaving.
cave
We
dweller.
ain't
You
gonna
know?
go over nothing else.
Them are the same people.
Come back, bro.
I'm gonna be back, yo.
But this gospel is to the Israelites. That's what we out here preaching. And only a elect of these people are going to understand it, and they're going to walk in this word. And the 2/3 of our people, they're going to walk home, and they're going to do what they do. They're going to live it up here in America, because they see a future here, which the Lord's getting ready to
That's
destroy
like
this
what you were
place.
saying, but you going on some technicality stuff when you saying like witch doctor and stuff like that. Maybe they might not believe in that, but that could be just a title. That could be a doctor or somebody
He
that
said
worked
that. We
with the
talked about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I'm saying that because when I came here
Probably, yeah.
originally on tape, you can hear it. I said I think we fighting the same fight. We just have.
He's not coming from a biblical standpoint. We are. That's
Yeah,
what
see, I include parts of the Bible. I include parts of other forms of religion because we all saying the same thing, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're about
let's
that
get
one
that and get
that
up
one
out of
side. And
This
like
is Second
yo,
Ezra chapter 15.
I'm not saying that there's no truth in this.
Let's let them speak, man.
Behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
That's why we out here preaching the word. Go ahead.
Prophesy.
which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord,
Go ahead.
and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, this word is true. This word is true, man. Based off the prophecy. Go ahead.
Fear not the imaginations against thee,
Uh-huh.
let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
That
and
word incredulity means unbelief. All right. Anybody that come up here and they don't believe that this is the true inspired word of the Most High, then hey, we ain't gonna let that trouble us.
Done.
We're gonna let every man be fully persuaded in their own mind. You don't believe this is the word of God? Don't believe it. That's
Done.
cool. You know?
Well, Mr.
We out here for those that gravitate.
That's right.
That their spirit, this word being preached is gonna strike a chord within their spirit. It's gonna match well with them. They're gonna hear it, and it's gonna automatically resonate with them. And then they're gonna be curious, and they're gonna hear the word being preached, and they're gonna have faith, and they're gonna walk in this word. That's all. That's all we
I'm
out
gonna
here.
ask you something after he's done. I'm gonna ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask him.
Well, I
No,
want
hold on.
For they
The
are
word.
faithful and true
Well, I said already.
that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Everybody,
Behold,
yep, everybody that's unfaithful, they really don't believe. This is what the Lord said, man. Go ahead.
behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Kind.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's right.
Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
So the Lord is basically
punish people?
The Lord's getting ready to bring judgment upon the world.
That's right, bro.
All right, so let me ask you this though: having questions, is that the same as non-belief?
No.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Question.
Kind.
Right.
What about kids?
But you just gotta humble yourself when
That's
you get the
I'm
answer.
coming fully humble, right?
When you get the answer.
So let me ask you this though: as far as this being the true word, because I go by this Bible, but has it been changed by the Roman Catholic Church? And what do y'all think about that?
We admit that there's different
Stuff that's been taken out.
Yeah, we acknowledge that.
So as a man of God, even in myself, I don't know what to think of that.
Right.
I keep my faith, but I'm still like I have questions.
Well, I'm
See what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you this though. No matter what they changed, they didn't change the spirit of this book. In this book, Esau is still condemned.
That's right.
In this book, he's only still coming back for the Israelites. Period.
And they didn't change the New Testament.
Nothing.
And that's what we really got to know is the New Testament.
We could always
you
go
can
into
get
the
all
history behind the different manuscripts that they translated from, and that's part of knowing the history.
Well, I just read all the stuff that came out too, like the Apocrypha and well, what's your boy's name? It starts with an E too. The book that they took out, the Book of Enoch,
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
right.
All that stuff that they taken out. So then what about that stuff? You know what I mean? And how do we feel about that?
Those books exist,
Right.
but we don't really use those because if
They
they're not
weren't
filtered,
accepted to-
if they're not filtered, if the scriptures don't
can't
match
filter
up
them?
with what's written, then we don't use it. We throw it out. We measure it by the word of the Heavenly Father.
Right. But wasn't
No.
it chopped down by the Roman Catholic Church though? Like what it was, the book was consolidated by Rome. That's what
Well,
I mean.
I'll say this,
and that's the people who's in charge of this nation now who we don't
Right,
believe.
right.
See what I mean?
Right. Well, Constantine, he was part of that council where they tried the Nicene Council, where they took certain translations of the Greek text and they tried to reword it to try to amalgamate the scriptures with paganism, mythology, so on and so forth. That was their wicked intent to try to corrupt the word of God. But the actual manuscripts that was preserved, even going way back before then, the scrolls, the manuscripts, that in itself was never changed. The original copies, the reason why we have a book is because there were copies made of the original manuscript.
Right.
You could take what was translated and reword them. But the original script, if it's been left for years, for thousands of years, and it's never been touched, they've been keeping it in the libraries or in the Vatican, whatever you want to say.
But what I'm saying is, that manuscript that we go by, that's not this though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
The King James
It's
is.
just filtered to English.
The versions,
English.
the
So that's
versions
all-
after,
that's all they changed was the-
you
was
have
the
what you have
language.
the Alexandrian
But they what about-
text, and then you have what you have the Antioch text.
Okay, so let me ask you this: the manuscript, Is it exactly the same as this? It's just in Hebrew, or are the books that they pulled out is in there as well? You see what I mean? The books that they pulled out, is that in the original manuscript?
The original's in Hebrew.
So all that's like the book of Enoch, is that in Hebrew? Is that in the book?
But you ain't gonna ever get to see that book because.
But how come we don't go by that though? Because that's the original manuscript.
Hold on,
you know what I mean? I'm
First
asking.
of all, you can only deal with what you got.
Right.
You are never gonna see that original book of Enoch. Forget about it. The copy that you will see does not filter through the scriptures. We've already had elders look through that book. It doesn't filter through. That's why we know they have changed that completely.
That's not the real
book.
book.
But the books that the Lord has left for us, the 66 and the Apocrypha, deal with them first. Deal with what you can deal with. If you were thinking about something that you can't see, touch, or feel, you already lost. You dwelling on something you can't touch.
No, I'm dwelling on the fact that this book that I do go by, I want to know how true it is and what's been changed and what hasn't
the only
been.
way
Like
you're
I
gonna know
said,
it's
it goes back
true.
to faith.
You
You got to believe that the words of the Lord are true and pure. If something's gonna catch you and make you stumble, then that was the Lord. That was of the Lord's doing.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
certain things that the Lord left as a stumbling.
Because with the unicorn, which is the internet, you got in your disposal the knowledge to go back and look up each word all the way back to the Hebrew meaning.
Right.
So if you get stumbled on a word in here, you can go to the Hebrew, the Greek, and find out what that word means.
Right. Yeah, see, like, look, I think we're saying the same exact thing. The only difference I'm saying is I have worries that this book right here has withheld information from the powers to be that run this nation.
Okay, I'm asking you this.
That's just solely talking about not believing in them, in their ways, like this government.
Well,
and being
that same book in
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, brother? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
But
So I believe in this book. I'm just worried that the white folks that run this country has put this book out and they've withheld information that keep us in the dark as black people even more. Like as far as believing in this country and being American and saying I'm American and doing any of that. Because that's what the Apocrypha is warning us about, right? It's about the leaders of this nation. And that's not in this book. And so I had
it is in the book. The Apocrypha is in the Bible.
The Apocrypha, I have one of those. The 1611. It's not in there.
It's right. Yes, it is.
Well, I have the King James. I have the King James Bible at home. I don't have the Apocrypha in it.
Yeah, the 1611 has it.
Hey, those is hard.
Yeah, I'll show.
I see what you're saying. It's the 1611. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have the King James version at home, and it don't have the
Bible destruction with the Illuminati took it out in 1700.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you about it when we get back to school.
And we didn't do it.
Right. You see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want us to all bump heads because we basically saying the same thing.
Well, see, here's
you see what I'm saying? But I believe in this book and all that stuff, but the stuff that's been withheld, I'm not worrying about it, but he's just making a point and saying it's been withheld.
Well,
and I'm making that point too, you know what I mean?
Y'all told me I was wrong because I was going from
I still have faith.
The truth that the Lord wants his people to know, he has to This is what he wants us to get.
No, you're right. The New Testament and all that, and how Jesus died for
The whole
all that
book.
stuff.
The whole book.
Right. All the information is in there. Right.
This is what the Lord left for us to make it out of here. All that other stuff, we don't.
The only stuff that's not in there is don't believe in this nation, and that's what they took from us to control us. Or else we would be out of the dark way quicker. You know what I mean?
Wait.
But it take brothers like y'all to stand on the corner and say it because we still in the dark because we believe in this nation so much that we're lost. You see what I mean?
To back
I had to go do research to find out about the Apocrypha and all that stuff because I was reading my Bible that wasn't in there. And so I felt like you could be a true American and go to war and fight for this country, which you can't. You know what I mean? You got to put God first before this nation.
Exactly.
And that's what this nation
gonna destroy this nation.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And so that's what this nation try to hide from us with this. So you're right. I feel y'all, man.
To back off what he's saying, like it's no need to worry. Because everything that we have right now, this whole 1611 with the Apocrypha, is we bring it down the strongholds of America with what the Most High gave to us, you know? So it's no need to worry to what they could have taken out,
we're not
you know?
believing them no more like that.
I'll read this real quick.
There's no need.
This is Sirach,
This nation
Ecclesiasticus 3:21. It says, "Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things which are above thy strength,
Slow down.
but
You know all that stuff when you was going into the breathing and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Read that again,
Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
See, that the normal person on the street ain't gonna know what you're talking about. That's above their strength. See, that's something that the conclusion you came to. It ain't in the book. So you're speaking from your heart. You understand what I'm saying?
I see what he's saying. That can be more cultural, like your culture, but it's not every man. Like the doctors in this nation. It's not like the doctors of every other nation.
And it ain't in
you see
here.
What I'm saying?
So
and
it's like, you know.
But here's okay.
So I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Okay,
saying.
hold on. Let the script finish.
Okay.
It says, but what is commanded thee, think thereon with reverence. For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret.
Cool. So faith. You gotta have faith, man. You ain't gonna see everything. You gotta have faith.
Faith in what though? In Jesus Christ?
In this book.
And in the book.
In this book, man. This is the only thing that connects us with the Most High. This is our connection with the Lord. This is the mediator. You know? Esau knew this when we took us into slavery.
That's
why he killed us if he caught us reading this. This was a death sentence.
He didn't write it. He just held it
against us.
Right, I get what y'all saying, and I totally
treasure
agree.
that he put his hands on.
And you know the darkness I feel like we are in now, as far as like me, like I'm hungry for knowledge when it comes to wisdom and God. And the darkness I feel like we in now is, like for instance, the Antichrist and speaking out against the devil. I believe a lot of that is talking about this nation.
It is.
But we don't know it. We worrying about some dude that's gonna come later with 666 on his head. And so we don't understand it because the people of this nation is tricking us. You see what I'm saying? And hold stuff from us. So that's all I mean.
Gonna get it.
Right.
And it ain't for them to get it. But that's why you gotta study to show yourself approved, and we breaking down them strongholds. Those are some of them strongholds, man.
You said you local, right? Come out here, we out here every Sunday, Lord willing, man. We answer every question that you got.
Bring your book.
Every question, man.
Bring your book.
We'll go.
Well, I don't got the 1611.
Bring your King James.
They don't got the apocrypha.
We got the apocryphas. What you don't have, we'll read it to you.
And a white man, he took the apocrypha on purpose. It exposes
that's my whole point.
Who the real devil is, man.
That's my whole point. And they talk about this nation. But where the eagle and all that stuff, that's the eagle of this nation. And you got people that's walking to the beat of this nation that's in the dark that don't understand it because of the stuff that's been taken out of this book.
That's why I said I commend y'all for doing what y'all doing in Sin City.
Hey, come back, we'll go into it, man. You know?
Just come back. What's up, bro?
You know how they call our Lord and Savior Jesus, right? Well, how old is the letter J?
That goes back to the 1700s.
Well, the
18th century,
right?
Yeah.
Well, think about it. I believe his name was Yahshua. Because the Hebrews
that's a broken Hebrew of saying Joshua. That's all that.
Like if you think about it like this, my brother, our Lord and Savior already had a name. So why just because of different English texts and different, how you say,
like the translation, translated
like
from Hebrew to English, and it went from Yahshua to Jesus.
That he already has. So that's just my thing. But I see y'all on a good path. God bless y'all.
Hold on, bro. Y'all need some help?
Yeah.
Come back next Sunday, man. Bring your book. And I'm not trying to be offensive, but come by yourself, bro. I'm not offending you or nothing. I'm just saying, come by yourself, bro. Hold on, all right.
Yeah, man.
That's what y'all saying.
Well, we finna close out, bro. We finna shut this down, man, because we've been out here 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
banging it out, though.
We finna get it done.
But see, that's the meat of it. I feel like no man knows fully, have a true understanding of this. And the gist of what we hear on this world is to enlighten each other and learn from each other and learn the word and learn. And I feel like we shouldn't get heated. We should talk about it easy. Even all the questions.
Well, sometimes it's gonna get heated. The Lord, even when the Lord conversed with the scribes and Pharisees, sometimes
with the naysayers in the opposition, but not those with questions. Like he went into the church and turned stuff over. But that's the people that were doing wrong, not the people that had questions.
Right.
You see what I mean? If you have questions and all that, I'm not trying to say this.
When people come up with sincere questions, we deal all day. We civil. But if you come up here with a preconditioned agenda, you come up here and you about to
trying to teach more to learn.
Motive, we ain't gonna stand for that.
Most time we see through anyway.
Yeah, sometimes we know how to read people's spirits when they come up. Because we've been out here for years. We know how
I'm saying, what y'all feel with me? Y'all feel like,
Well, you
because
got
I have
questions.
plenty of questions.
You got questions, and we see that. You
And
not
a lot
coming
of
up
that-
here. You're not coming up here in a proud spirit, like what y'all saying is completely off, and I know it, and I'm finna come up here and teach y'all and impose on y'all. Usually, that's what we get. You know what I'm saying? We deal with that all day. But if you come up here with questions concerning this, that's what we out here for. We know how to dialogue civilly.
Definitely.
You know, we men.
Right.
We're reasonable.
But when
You know?
somebody want
We
to
don't
get
just
rowdy,
cuss people
No,
out
no,
for
no.
no reason.
Man, I have all these questions. I talk with my uncle and my pop. You know what I mean? They men of God. But I have questions that the average don't have.
Right.
Like for instance, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm gonna dip because I know y'all gotta go. Like I feel like this book is all like it could be perception too. As far as this, hear me out. This book is coming from the perspective of Israel and their people. So everything they're gonna it's gonna come from their favor, and we're the chosen ones, and we're blah blah, and we're this because they're the ones who wrote it. But to me, and I could be wrong about this, I just have questions. To me, the God I know won't have a favorite people.
He does. He does.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
But what you're saying is,
I'm not.
you're saying
I
that this
could be
is coming
wrong.
from Israel's standpoint. So you don't believe that God spoke through those men?
I do believe that, but I believe those men. I'm not
if
saying
you believe that this is the word of God,
right,
and you saying that, but you don't believe that God would be selective. Is that what you're trying to imply?
Well, what I'm trying to imply is, you know how they would have certain wars in here, and it's okay because it's God's people, and then God told them to go in and massacre these people and the kids or whatever. I think that's coming from their perspective and their understanding of God. Because to me, why would God send certain people and they can kill others when they can be delivered?
Hold on, check this out.
You might as well not believe it.
No, I do believe in the book.
Do you think Israel?
But that's how it
I'm
got
just saying it's certain things.
But it's
Here we go. Check
Go
this
ahead,
out.
go ahead.
Do you think Israel will put themselves in slavery?
No.
So there had to be a hard being or something going on for Israel to go into slavery.
Right.
Right? They were underneath the Roman Catholic Church. Was opposed to them.
No, they went into slavery in different
You're
times.
talking about just the Roman Catholic. You're talking about way before all that.
Egypt.